Severe weather or any lightning, of course, everything gets delayed too.
Exactly. And if it's in the afternoon, which a lot of these games are afternoon, early evening, there's a good chance there's going to be some lightning involved at some point, unfortunately. But timing out this stuff can be really, really tricky. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed that we can keep it dry for those games. And hey, dry for the 5K going on at Conisty Park tomorrow morning. Tails and Trails with Greenville County Animal Care. Such a fun event. We do not need rain for it. We'll only have about a 20% chance of showers, and it would not rain the entire time if we saw something, but just know that there is a chance you could run into some rain. So have your rain jacket handy just in case. For Artisphere for Saturday and Sunday, we have an 80% chance of rain happening at some point during the festival between that 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. time frame. So just be ready for it. It will not necessarily happen in the afternoon or in the morning. It could happen really at any time, but I'll show you on Futurecast what we're thinking at this point. We have our first round of rain that's pushing through northern Alabama and portions of Georgia. That's going to be moving in later on tonight, so we'll get at least some scattered shower activity toward tomorrow morning, but I think a lot of it's going to be pretty thinned out and isolated as we're getting up tomorrow morning. Looking dry right now in the upstate, only a few light showers in the mountains, so no issues so far. We're going to see waves of rain and storms. We'll have some dry time in the mix. Pinpointing that exact time is going to be very difficult, so you just have to have that indoor plan B. Wish so badly that I could tell you exactly when it was going to rain, but I'll tell you when it's most likely in just a second. We'll start the day in the upper 60s, warm up into the low 70s. That's about as good as it's going to get because of the fact that we have that decent chance of rain middle afternoon, and that will send temperatures down. So rating the day on the Carolina Sky Meter, as you would imagine, we're going low with a 4. Yeah, because of the fact the severe threat isn't very high on Saturday, and it's not going to rain the whole time. We didn't put it all the way down into the red category, but it's not the nicest day shaping up. Here's 1 a.m. tonight, scattered light rain pushing in. As we go towards 7 a.m., any rain we see would be very isolated. That's why I say the morning, probably your best bet for getting outside, but some areas could be getting soaked, just not going to be everywhere. Best chance comes the second half of the day. This particular model puts very heavy rain near Greenville down to Anderson around 4 p.m. And then we'll have another round going through the evening hours. So notice at 11 p.m. still seeing some heavier rain. Begins to move out though for Sunday morning. So hopefully we can eke out a few dry hours early Sunday to get mom to brunch or church, whatever you have planned early on. And then we'll see rain start to expand in coverage and move back in the second half of Sunday. Good news though is at least by Sunday night starts to calm down, and then we clear out in time for many of us to go back to work on Monday, unfortunately. On Sunday, we will have a heightened severe weather risk. We have a slight risk for severe weather, which basically means that we could see a few severe thunderstorms. Damaging wind and hail would be the primary threats with any storms. We also have to watch for localized flooding. We could see nearly 2 inches of rain out of some of these soakers between now and late on Sunday. So here's a look at your next 7 days. That good rain chance through Mother's Day. And then, I mean, seriously, look at next week. All of the work week looks spectacular with highs in the 70s. I mean, even 60s for highs in western North Carolina. The lows at night will actually get pretty cool. Low 50s in the upstate, mid 40s in the mountains. Some of the high mountain locations could see some brief frost. So keep that in mind if you live up there. And then we'll start to warm up toward the end of next week. And we want you to download our Fox Carolina's Weather or Not podcast. Just look for it wherever you download your podcast. It is free, and we talk a little more in depth about different weather topics. Our latest one on El Nino. It's talked about so much, but I think many folks don't quite understand exactly what it is. So we explain it, talk about our experiences with it, and how it could affect our summer, guys.